was the anticipation, because now it is one single map of Counter-Strike. They've played thousands, but this one means oh so much more. Dynasty to be forged for Astralis and ENCE to complete the Cinderella story. The odds stacked against them. It's over to Henry G and Sadakis to shout about their favorite video game.
Absolutely, I love Portal 2. Just getting out, this is going to be incredible. ENCE have it all to do. Pulling it out, as you say, the map that Astralis are 14-0. Push down, X7's already got Glaive. He started off all three of the pistols. He has gotten the opener. He's so far down Banana already, and he and dupreeh, they pulled it back.
Aggressive start there from ENCE. They get the opening pick. It was looking very good. The device towards Log shuts it all down. It's now just Aerial. And the Astralis players are very, very aware of that. The bomb stood out. They'll push towards the stem. And there it is, the first pistol on the board for Astralis. They lost both of them on train. But this is a fantastic start. Device with 2, dupreeh from 3. And they didn't even have to deploy strategy there, really. Just the default, waiting for that aggression. Nice idea from ENCE. Get the first kill. But Device and Logs manages to find all the kills required. Now ENCE have the option to force buy in this second round. It's very common on the CT side of Inferno. Get the CZ's armor, smokes out, treats it like a gun round. They're going to take the full eco instead. Nothing really purchased here at all as we head into round number 2. No nades, no armor, just default pistols, and they'll have a 5-man A-stack towards the apartments.
Just watching to make sure no one jumped through boilers. They push down, you're absolutely right, but problem being, and they're discovering this the further they go with each passing step. No one there. Yeah, back over toward B instead.
Looks like it's clear, and indeed it is. ENCE will be conceding this round. ENCE finds a couple towards the bottom. AK-47. They've had an issue on these frags, but dupreeh can actually farm some cash to the MAC-10. You want to send them. Will be one kill found? Absolutely not. It's the SMGs doing most of the heavy lifting here, but ENCE can buy up now. They'll have M4s for masses, maybe some AUGs, we'll see. The AWP is available to X7, but I don't think he's purchasing it.
Still waiting to find out. No, he's gone away from it, so he's gone to do with the AUG. No bomb plants required thus far. For Astralis, they just win it on kills. It's aggression. Down Banana that time.
Now we look at this, there's no incendiaries at all. Apart from Alexi, he's got one. Get real control here. Well, if you send 4 players towards B, you might stand a chance. That's exactly what ENCE have done here. Trying to get that Banana. Overwhelmed by the Molotov, they'll have to fall back. There's only one player on the A side. That's going to be Aerial. As Glaive pushes closer and closer to the mouth of the bomb site here. Flash over, they're going to try and reconnect. Pretty good. CT still fighting back, and it's a 3 versus 2. Sergej alone. Anticipating though, he gets the first frag. Smoke is good. This could be enough.
Now he stands trial for all of his sins because they know he's there and alone. They're going to sneak through it as well. Already around behind. Off on the tree. He knows dupreeh that smoke's going to be gone, so he swings back over and gets inside of the ruins instead. Aerial has not seen anyone.
Yeah, he was aware of the possibility of a player going towards spawn, but there's so many angles to check. Sergej will do what he can here. It all comes down to the timings. dupreeh, remember the MAC-10, he actually does not have the advantage at this point.
And Xyp9x isn't immediately inside of the site, so this isn't a perfect trade. Many steps to get there, but the has the chance because Sergej can't continue it on. And it's Aerial yet again. Smoke down, he won't be able to push through yet.
Bomb has been planted.
He's low. If he somehow can swing to full, be spotted in turn. He looked the wrong way. Aerial drops, dupreeh covers it.
An interesting approach there from ENCE. They knew they had a lack of utility, so they tried to counter that fact with numbers towards the Banana area. 4 to be exact. With the rifles, the SMG trying to battle back, but you could see 5 players from Astralis there ready to fight back, and it's dupreeh once again. Now play with a flashbang off his teammate. Xyp9x throws a flash, he sneaks through spawn, and dupreeh, like we mentioned, did not have the advantage in the initial duel towards first oranges, but he gets back up from Xyp9x there, they win the round, and it's 3-0. dupreeh is 8-0, by the way. He hasn't even died yet as we enter round number 4. It ends with Deagle, CZs. We've got a mountain to climb now. This is looking like a 4-0 start on the T side for Astralis.
And think about the heavy heart dupreeh plays with as well. His father passed just before the start of this major. And he's been here, he's been absolutely focused. No doubt the first emotion for him after this game was away with that father. Carmack spoke about it, the amount of sacrifice here. dupreeh will finally drop. Gun available as well. Still at B, Device.
He's already got a kill. He might be able to get it at this point. Very low lead. It looks like all four players will commit. There's nothing there. He might to get one Eagle kill. He's got 10 HP. The shot he needed, but the round should still be going in favor of Astralis. CT's have an M4. No bomb planted just yet.
Alou swings it back in again. Sergej and Aerial get position. Device is deep. He's already down first. This is when Alou looking his direction. Gets one ball. He goes still on either side, and Xyp9x takes matters into his own hands.
Just before it gets a little bit uncomfortable, Xyp9x takes care of it. 4 in a row, a decent round there from ENCE, but no victory. But this is where the game really begins on the second map. Alou, considered one of the best AWPers on the CT side of Inferno. His arch play is spectacular, always delivers, but he's going to have to more than ever in this particular round. Device, so perfect, gets the kill for the smoke initially to open things up. Keeps trading with his teammates, and it's round number 5, 4-0 for Astralis on the T side of Inferno. All for Alou. Very default setup here, but Alou is looking down towards the underpass and T-steps area.
Alou just waiting. We know how good he is on Inferno. He can take matters very seriously with that op. How many times have we seen him push down the ball mid?
He loves that play.
Hold this time very passively, waiting to watch inside of Boiler, but they're sneaking behind. This setup's not really designed to cover off for a fast play out of the apartment's Aerial. He's got the didn't even see the minute. Sergej found only one. Aerial steps back up, unfortunately. With a strike of a match, he's utterly turned to ash by Magisk, and he burns down inside a pit, opens up a block. Because they're out, Bomb is on the hold, though, but just has to cross back over. Fortunately, there's a smoke down in front of Library that will allow him to do so.
3 versus 3, but a massive advantage here for Astralis. The retake begins, the orb's up, and another smoke is down. How do they break through the force field of the smoke towards the arch side? They'll focus towards looking for both of them. He absolutely nails it. Does he finish things off with a hat trick? We'll see. Alou with no choice but to fall back and hold on to the AWP. That's going to be 5-0 for sure now. Lovely approach of Astralis. They've got so much money, so much momentum behind them. They get the apartment's control, one smoke out, a flashbang to follow, and they make things so difficult to contain. It's that Molotov towards a pit that removed Aerial from the equation. Got one kill, but Alou might be done for here. Hits the shot towards Glaive. Don't think it's
So we're a second fall. He's trying to spam, and he might be saved by the time he is. So the AWP, all they have to work with on the inside. They force around it.
They could with maximum loss bonus.
It's a close force, though. It's just under the threshold of comfort. They're going to. It's going to be UMPs.
Well, Aerial hasn't got armor yet. He does buy the UMP.
Might be so low.
Oh, just the partial buy around it. Still possible, though. We know the potential of Alou on this map. We just have to see it.
Same position as last time, so didn't want to get aggressive with the op. Thought there was a chance he might. Might be too early in the game to start throwing caution to the wind.
Wow, look at this
so
stack.
cavalier. Yeah, this is very done. Game over. But do they know there's one behind? Sergej, he doesn't strike fast enough. The door opens quickly.
Yeah, they're there anyway. They're watching it. It's a nice opening pick, but Sergej can still cause damage here. CZ doesn't land anything at all. It's the opening kills, the 5 versus 3, but Alou's still alive. A small chance they can win this still.
He's got to be in the right place at the right time as much as accurate with the AWP because they don't identify he's still on angle. He's going to rotate the bomb back around toward T-stairs, and the fact that they have devices pretty much confirms matters done. And this time, we got 51 seconds. The bomb's nowhere near being planted. There's no way Alou survives. This time they're going to punish him, surely.
Well, they've got him surrounded. They're not even. They want to take the all-important one, and that's the Aubrey move. But he still has $100. It's 6-0 on the T side of Inferno. This is the Astralis pick. Not many teams can touch him on this map whatsoever. And it's going to be a counter-terrorist timeout. That's ENCE working out their options here. Now they purchase the AWP. Do they want the secondary orb once again? We saw X7 rolling that weapon on Train to great effect. They need to start posting rounds now. 6 is actually enough on the T side to consider it an okay half, or even a pretty decent half, sometimes depending on the matchup. So they need to start posting a lot of rounds together. Astralis have so much cash, and the pressure's starting to get to ENCE now. Getting ran over here in the first half of the second map.
We've yet to see them really be run over. Again, they're somehow capable of pulling themselves back into these situations. They were 7-0 down against Big in an elimination match, 0-2 in the group stage.
Yes, that's a very good point.
Again, every time we say that, we have to remind you, though, that Astralis on a stage is something unworldly, something we've never seen in Counter-Strike before. They are just so good.
It's very true. The leg of one, still can't connect the shots to the MP3. Baits out the smoke. Does he want to push it? Not quite. Pull back. Bait it out. Still very early on in the round. And XCB with no grenades now. X7, same story. That's the smoke gone. So how do they hold on to this banana area? They've got nothing to challenge it with.
You can see him call for it the second he went down. They can face away from the flames, and they can't. The tag just enough as he fell off the wall that he'll burn alive as soon as he wanted to get back to B.
That's still a massive advantage for Astralis, especially on Inferno. The numbers will be very thin on the CT side. You can see it's just X7. Remember, no at all. Less, well, around half. Back. Can he get the second? He absolutely can. That's fantastic as he goes to the 4-on-2.
That's a brave re-peek. Especially, as you say, he was alone on the site. Xyp9x had to go back for the bomb. This buys a lot of time. No one rotating off, though. So this could still be X7 solo holding. And if they let this be a plant, and Alu's got to rotate over, he's the closest with the AWP. They've got 2 smokes on the Astralis side. Either of those are up in the post plant. This could be a one now. X7, he's found. It's exactly that. They're late to rotate. So bomb gets in. 18 seconds, it will be planted. And dupreeh, he wants to hold inside of it. He's actually going to fall off. Probably the better call. You hear them working their way back in. He'll even consider banana at this point in time because it's planted for him. He can swing out, and Xyp9x, he stays directly on top at the emo position. It's a perfect way to swing. He can drop down, cover off anyone to his left. Alu's the only one there so far getting the AWP, up close as it is. Utility throw in. dupreeh back in. He finds both, and it's 7-0.
It doesn't get much better than that, ladies and gentlemen. That is Counter-Strike perfection. My God. 3 versus 2. No utility available on the T side, but the positioning, the reactions to the smokes coming in. It's Xyp9x playing off his teammate, and look at that play. The preemptive fire towards the coffins is absolutely beautiful. How they pull that round off, I'm not sure, but ENCE are really feeling it now. They have to go into round number 8 with nothing more than Deagles and CZs. They've got 4 HEs, however. They can get an opening kill from this, but they won't be able to recover. They need to go with damage found. There it is towards Glaive. But he'll continue to shoot towards B. Down he goes. Maybe a little bit too aggressive there with low HP.
Can't get the rifle, though. It's just too far out of reach. Device makes sure of it by putting a Molotov back in the corner to ensure that they've gone back over to the site. Double boost. Might have to be. So, 2 above the smokes. Mass chaos will ensue if they don't look that direction, because 2 pistols, one of them a Deagle, can do massive damage if Astralis walks by that. And they'll smoke it again. Device with the Krieg wants to try and open up toward coffins. The Jisk is still there as well, and I think he's setting to clear out new box.
Still even with that pick. 4 players on the CT side focusing the B bomb side, but the bomb for now is in second middle. There's just Aerial who's coming in the pits. He'll have his work cut out for him. Device showing a little bit of presence towards B. CT still there.
Smoked deployed towards CT. A lot of utility left over on the Astralis side. Device is close enough that he might actually be able to sneak under it, even with the boost. X7, he won't see him. Does, but it's too late. He doesn't want to fire at that point. He gives the information to that makes it easier for Device to actually line up the shot. Sergey, he gets underneath of it. Meanwhile, it's back over toward A. Aerial has to do every bit of work. He's got an A given to him, but that's taken immediately back.
Bomb's going to go down, and it begins again at 3 versus 2. No kits available for the CTs, as Magisk and Zipex both get in the apartments. A great positioning once again.
Still the advantage, but Alu has an AK and 100 HP. You'd argue with the armor as well that he's their best shot at this.
No kits, no smokes. How do they win this?
Achilles gone. Magisk sneaks back around. He's coy. Sergey, much to do at this point in time. He does take the blood from Magisk's head, but it won't be much more than that. Bomb's gonna detonate. 8-0. He wants to chase him down. He was low HP. Just barely stays alive. Astralis say unbeaten so far in Inferno.
Close rounds do nothing for Ents at this point. Zipex, after winning that one, has $16,000. That's the absolute maximum you can have in Counter-Strike. If it was a close game, I would say that's significant, the fact they did so much damage, but at 8-0 down, it doesn't help them at all. Ents will try and counter this with a double orb setup. Alexi B and Alu with the sniper rifles here. But once again, it's just so perfect from Astralis. There's not really much you can do against this. They get that bomb down with 5 seconds to spare. They both get in the apartment. Absolutely ruin Ents. Alu back on the orphans. This time not as aggressive. They need to start winning some rounds here. 8-0 down. On the half. Shot at XCP is going to be... Gets away just about. An opening round for X7.
What? Hello! Glaive. Oh, man. He absolutely nails it. They both got weakened down. In a nade.
Wow. So many double kills of the HE map. That's insane.
We had talked about how Astralis reinvented this game using utility. This map especially. HEs were not really relevant, not prevalent until the last 6 months, and they are the reason why. Aerial again, 1-on-4, 9-0. There's no way he can pull this back. And there's no use in Consecrated Whale at this point. He will at least get one back, but it's inevitable. They're going to run him over at this rate. Bomb's already planted and Glaive's hunting.
They're going to have to eco again, or at least a partial buy next round. If they save the Org, they might be tempted to force into it, but why wouldn't you hunt him? You've got so much money here on the T side, and it's Glaive sniffing him out. Aerial, just a couple of bullets in this AK. It looks like Glaive has found him once again. Another clean sweep. They barely died on the Astralis side. Dupree 11-3, Zipex 11-2. Alu 1-8. Similar scenes to what we saw yesterday when he dropped off.
And he's had the off twice. It's not like it's been all economy against him. 5 kills tops for both Sergey and Alexi. Device puts on a clinic as always.
The double kill at first Oranges. It looked like they'd done enough. They got the opening pick, but then it swings in the blink of an eye. And like I said, Ents now, they get $3,400 every round they lose at this point. Problem is, you need about 4,500 per player to have a decent buy on the CT side. They're going to have to go CZs and armor again, but they are good in these sort of situations. Not over just yet. It's a very scary scoreline, but they've come back from worse. We'll see if CZ's armor can find them that round to get them on their feet, get some money rolling. 50-50 CZs, HEs. Still a chance, but if it goes 10-0, that chance really is.
Wow, finally they go down. Device has to turn his attention, but he knows that means there's going to be a top of Banana. He won't get caught by it.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable. He's so well orchestrated in every situation. You can't fool Device. Even when you think you've got the outnumbered, Glaive's going to close off X7. Even the aggression won't work, and at this point, it's not even round by round. It's pain by pain. Then Ents slowly have to let this game slip away. They've got to do something to get back in. Finally, an AWP back out in their hands.
You're right there. The AWPs come out. They go for the double orb setup again. Alexi D considering it. Hasn't purchased it, but Device just looks like he's on another level right now. Nothing can be done. 10-0 on the T side of Inferno. Already a map out. This will do it. Secure their third major championship. Unexpected matchup here. Ends go down swinging, but I need to start posting. I need at least 3 or 4 to even start the conversation of the comeback.
Double flash. Looking forward at that position. Sausages. He goes back around. Finally, they get something rolling. Alu. He takes out 2 players. He's going to be locked in, and they'll shut him down. All on to Xyp9x, this time in a 1-on-4. Can he keep the shutout alive?
So this is the boss bonus now removed map. Every kill Xyp9x can find. Not gonna win. He might still be able to win this, you know. With a minute there, the flag plan goes on. Sergey will take the number 4 get out of hand. Boss bonus removed. The next round is must win. No question about it. Ents have to take this one. A 10-5 scoreline, it's still possible to recover. They'll have the AWP, a couple of rifles as well. This has to be a victory, nothing else will do. Great aggression there. Not timid at all. Lovely work from Sergey to close out the round cleanly as we head into round number 12. Spending almost everything they've got.
A few smiles on their side so far.
I gotta enjoy this run, right? Still one from
and there's nothing to be ashamed of. This run has been so good. This one is as well as they run down middle. So the Owl holding off the corner. We know he's good at it. He's flashed away. He's got a skirt. On the other side of the map, Device. Again through smoke. These guys are so good lining up and anticipating. And he steps away.
No way.
And he nearly gets it again, even spraying with the pistol. Just foolish. Xyp9x will flash himself back in area alone. In the sight, does find one. They don't even consider the fact that he's for so long, but his patience. Unfortunately, he'll burn. He'll burn, but the he's in the open. They're so good with utility on the other side.
It's pretty unbelievable, I have to say. Wow. Just an Magus has got 213 utility damage so far. Glaive of 119 and Divisive 43. They're doing absolute work with the utility, that's for sure. And that's the round they couldn't afford to lose. They will not have the loss bonus behind them now. They'll have to buy up with everything they can. CZs, Deagles, Scouts, and Org. If they can't win this round, it's likely to be a 14-1 half. Right through the wickets as Molotov will hold the CT. Grenades will do work once again. Alu goes down. Alexi B drops, and this is all falling apart once again. Xyp9x patient for the push. They just know exactly what he's baited out, but he can't get the double. It's left in a 4 versus 1. That is the nightmare scenario.
Flash himself out. Dupree's already on the case. You're right. They're one step ahead in every single situation. 12-run reset. Not much left for Ents now.
Sonic doesn't have to do much at this point. They're in cruise control, and it has to be an eco. They got $2,000. They'll have to eco for the last round. That's why I was saying the 14-1 scoreline was looking very likely.
Not so easy today.
Full eco.
Full rush. Caution to the wind at this point. Device nearly getting the ace. I thought he would get the fifth. Glaive beats him to it. Same result, though. It's another round for Astralis, and it's one step closer to tying the record for all-time major victories. They want their third. They want second back-to-back. Fnatic won their third and their final on this stage, keep in mind.
That's a very good point. Last round, what a half it's been. Astralis displaying pure dominance here. Why they're considered the world's best. So consistent. This is no flash in the pan. They've been at the very top for a long time now. Doesn't look like they'll be challenged today. Looking for the clean sweep in the final. 2-0. 14-1 in the team size. Pretty unheard of, but if there's ever a team that could do it, the Young Games would certainly be in that conversation. No kits, barely any utility. Hoping hoping to see more from the AWP. I don't think we've seen a fragment so far. So the M4 have lost map control here. The aggression hasn't worked. Default setup didn't go through. Bomb still down. Has a bit of a chance here, but can't connect the bullets.
Just tapping. Rice exactly where they're inclined to play. Not even about baiting out utility because there just isn't any. No kits either, keep in mind. Toward Carlos now. Firing from the smoke. Incendiaries to clear. He walks heavy on the inside this smoke. It doesn't work. Glaive, he's able to run him over, follows that up. Once again, the site is open. Dupree will go for the plants.
4 versus 3. Zipex in a prime position as well. Absolutely nails it. It's looking like to be 14-1 here. A tremendous half. It doesn't get much better than this. He currently sits on 18 kills and 5 deaths, and Dupree is bickering over the frags now. Who will get them? Absolute dominance there. Counter-Strike perfection. This is why they're the best. And it looks like this could be the end. They've had an amazing journey here, but Astralis just too powerful. There will be a chance in the second half if they can pick up the pistol, but whether they can go further than that is yet to be seen. You'll have to find out after this break.
This may have touched eternal things on the hearts of humankind. No one can ever take this run away from them, but Astralis, they never let it in their minds. It's not even come into a shadow of doubt in this game. It's 14-1, and we've got maybe just 2 rounds away from them in a 3rd major championship.
Absolutely right. ENCE will do everything they can in this pistol, of course. They've got 5 sets of Kevlar, and they're going for the rush towards middle. It's Super that takes the ball to the face, but he will survive as they continue to push towards the arc side. dupreeh to play it this low. What is that shot? Unbelievably good as Glaive will try and back them up. The advantage for Astralis. Can they hold on to it?
They're forward to the smoke, but they've lost the bomb. Glaive's great shot takes down Alexi, and they've got to turn back forward. He's well aware of the fact, and Xyp rotates into Aerial. Fighting in very difficult circumstances. Fortunately, they cleared out Pit, and they have the backside of the site. On top of that, they've got the advantage.
Bomb has been planted.
A comeback. They have to play it. They have to put everything into it. They've got to give themselves every possibility. They'll corner off the Xyp. But Device has gone around. Reload should cost him. Sergej holds on, and ENCE get their second.
Smiles on their face. They should enjoy every moment of this. 4 of these players in their first major and the grand final against the world's best. They've won the pistol. They'll bring out the AKs, but as I mentioned in the first half, on Inferno, the CT side, 2nd round force fight is very viable. 5-7 CZs, a plethora of smokes and flashbangs as well. Astralis will try and end this early.
Got lots of time to recover from that if it doesn't work out. Down for the fact that they were holding it on the front. They didn't want Alexi to run around the corner and give up something quite so easily, but dupreeh even still finds the first kill.
They've rushed middle again, by the way. They've rushed middle on pistol. Rushed middle, and the second round. It's a 5 versus 3 down. It looks like it's falling apart, but they start to save the day. Goes.
Good swing from Aerial down. We know how good he is, but he has to reload, and there's not enough time for him to reset into his tactics. It's when he gets time to set up. That's when you know you're in trouble, but if you can pounce, you won't give that chance away. Unfortunately, they do lose all but 1, but they stay alive.
Well, it's a full eco now for Astralis. Do ENCE just rush middle again? That one works out. It was a 5 versus 3 that's recovered. I love the fact they smile on their faces. Nothing to be ashamed of here. 1 HE, 1 Deagle. That's all Astralis will bring into round number 18. They are sending heavy numbers towards middle again. It's dupreeh waiting with the Deagle, but down he goes. He did get a headshot through the wall and take Alexi B down to 1 HP. That's incredibly unlucky. Rush middle again, it works 3 out of 3 times.
No fault there. If it ain't broken, I mean, what are the odds that they're going to do it a 3rd time as well, right? You can't really blame Astralis for assuming to stack to B site. Eventually, something's got to change. Double bluff. Either way, Alu's going to wait. Get rolling on the T side, maybe get the AWP out. Aegis will get yet more utility kills for Astralis. At range to Sergej. I want to make sure Sergej AC stays that way because they can't afford to lose any more of the AKs. This bomb detonate? I think time's going to reset just barely. They almost lost 2 guns to the bomb at the end of that.
Well, this is where things might start to come to a close. Astralis with the AWP. The Orgs are out. No kids, however. Don't think ENCE will rush middle again. Now they've got 3 rounds in a row. Might be worth thinking about going back to the defaults and seeing what can be done here. Take it round by round. That's what they've done before. I mean, they recovered 15 to 8 against Liquid. Much taller order. But Glaive with the M4. He'll get 2 and doesn't even want to pull back yet.
It looked like he was going to get taken down on that because Xyp was caught with a nade out. He was never spotted. Shifts yet again. They've gone low. Both those players on B are low, but Device is rotating over as a result. He'll bring it. He's not aware that a Device has come right back over on his side of the map. boldly gets taken down. Ariel's the last alive. It looks like championship and major point of the Intel Extreme Masters kind of its events. The way of Astralis, all they have to do is find one remaining player. Dupree does that.
One more round will do it. We have third major trophy heading towards the cabinet of Astralis. That's such a dominant round as well. Glaive, he's not messing around. 2 kills of the M4, falls back, funnels him towards A. Bomb nowhere near planted. That's Ents who have enough to buy into this round, but they'll get 4 AKs, 1 Deagle. Expensive rounds previous. And this is where it all ends. One more round will do it.
And if you doubted for a second that they weren't the greatest of all time before, what argument have you now? History is being written with every single event they attend. This is unexplored. No one's done what they have. Intel Extreme Masters, the Grand Slam last year, back-to-back majors. Surely 2019 can't possibly be. Down, not for Dupree either. He'll get 2. Walk in the smoke, Glaive. He'll only punish 1, but it's just Ariel to find, and it's done! They had 1 goal. That's it. That's all they wanted. Back to back. And they've got it now. And the last to join.